Oh my God, sorry, I didn't realise I was live. I pressed live. Sorry. Hi, brothers and sisters. Zen. Basically, I was inspired to make a video because I shared with everyone today that channeling that I brought through when I had my twin soul awakening, and I was getting really super activated by this piece of writing. Hi, Susan. So I was getting super activated by this writing, and then like it was making me cry. It was making me get like really intense goosebumps. And I wrote it. I've read it loads of times, and I was reading it today, and it was like really activating me. So I'm going ahead with I'm going to read it because I don't reckon everyone's read it. So I'm going to find it. Don't know. Everything's gone a bit weird with my internet all of a sudden. Why? What's going on with that? All right. So I'll just wait to see if the internet's going to actually work, because first ever live. Much love from London. Woohoo! We've got Josie Rose in the house from London. I'm from London. Do you know that? Can you tell from my accent that I'm from London? Because I am. I'm going to read it to you, beloveds. So any second now, we're going to go on like a deep meditation. Actually, do you know what I need to do? I have to get it out of Facebook. Oh, Jessica's buzzing. Jessica's buzzing. Oh, if you haven't read this, you lot are going to start buzzing. If you haven't read this, this is one for the... I don't know what this is for. This is one for the memory banks. Hi, Josie Rose. What part of London are you from, hum? I was born in Archway, Whittington Hospital. I want to catch a buzz. Oh God, I'm going to cry. Josephine's going to cry. Oh my God. Josephine, what happened? Your accent screams London. Oh my God. How are you, Jen? So happy to be connected with you. I feel your authenticity. Sending love to you always. Oh, God bless ya. God bless ya. Okay, guys. Twin separation. Do not say that. Do not affirm that. Okay, are we ready? Oh, it's good morning in New Zealand. Well, hello, Paula. Oh, I guess we should share this to the event group. I'll just share it to the event group so that they can get to hear the message as well. Pimlico. Oh, Josie Rose is at Pimlico. I know Pimlico. Ready for this reading? I want to know what it's about. Yeah, I'm cooking up excitement here. I'm cooking up excitement here. Is the men's Zoom group happening in the UK or is it online? Patrick, it's happening online next Saturday at 8 PM. Sorry, no, I'm sorry, I just looked at the clock, it's 5 PM next Saturday. It's a Zoom group. Thank you, Jessica. Oh God, the internet's gone all weird. Good Saturday afternoon in New York City. The group is booked. What do you mean the group is booked up? What do you mean, Zen? Hello, Smita from India. Alright, okay, let's see if we can do it this way. Hello, Smita from India. No, the Zoom group isn't booked up, Zen, and it won't be the same without you, bro. Because there's a pay it forward, because brothers are paying it forward for other brothers, and we've had two payment forward, one from a sister and one from a brother. Also, sisters can pay it forward for brothers. We've had one sister pay it forward for a brother to do the men's Zoom group, and that's happening next Saturday, and it's a men's empowerment Zoom group. And yeah, Spirit guided me, and I was like, do I have to? And they were like, yeah. I was like, but I'm a woman. How can I lead a men's group? They were like, Jen, you have to. This is your job. You've got to go and activate those men, get that flame burning, get that kundalini going. Boom, shakalaka. And I was like, all right then, I'll do it. Okay, guys, are we ready? We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to share this, and the event is happening. Right. Going live. Going live. I'm just going to write it. Talk later about how to join. I saw you saying something about what? There is a pay it forward option. So basically it's pretty much open to any bro. I'm there, Jen. See you on Zoom. Woohoo! This post could not be shared at this time. How bizarre. But it's... Oh, but Jesus. Alright, it's not letting me share it in the event it's happening group. Just going to have to go with that. That's okay. That's okay. Right, are we ready now to... we are going to receive this full power reading. So just inviting everybody to be present for the next 10 minutes, maybe slightly more, to receive an extremely powerful upgrade, DNA activation. Like, these words are going to stimulate codes within you that are like 100% aligned with your Christ consciousness nature. Like, this is no joke, fam. Like, so just really inviting you to come and I'll start a watch party. Inviting you that if you you know, are gonna receive this activation, then be present. Like, don't be sort of, you know, popping over to other like YouTube and all that. Do you know what I mean? Right, I'm gonna share it as a watch party in the event is happening. Let's see if they're gonna let us. Okay, right, we're in. So just inviting all of us now to just find ourselves in a beautiful, comfortable position. Just comments off, yes. Let's all just swipe to the right, comments off. Just really just receive this transmission now. This is super powerful, brothers and sisters. Be good to share this video as well, to share this. Okay, right. Just inviting all of us to just take some deep breaths and just bring our awareness to where our body's in contact with the floor, the chair, or the bed. Just becoming really present in our bodies. And just tuning to our hearts and just feeling our hearts open like a beautiful golden lotus flower. On the out breath, feeling our hearts just open like a white golden lotus flower. So activate our 12th dimensional higher heart center. Activating all the frequencies that are in alignment with this transmission. Just open your palms. Just inviting all of us to open our palms. Just always remember to breathe deeply. And just allow any sensations, any emotions, anything that comes up, just allow it to be there. And so we sat in our light bodies, each of us at the side of our Creator Self, discussing the finer details of our upcoming mission to be part of the ascensionary evolution of Mother Gaia in our next incarnation on planet Earth. Are you sure you are up for this assignment, said God. It means you will be under the illusion of separation from each other for a temporary period of time on Earth. And for both of you, this will be experienced as exceptionally painful and traumatic. For two souls who are as close and intimately entwined as you, any perceived separation from each other will actually cause you both to go into a form of soul shock, which will lock you into the third dimensional field and surround you in Maya's veil, strong enough to mask the absolute truth of your beloved's eternal divine presence that exists within the deep vortices of your very own being. Indeed, this is a mighty proceeding to undergo, and it is only truly the most courageous of my children who are equipped enough to handle this temporary separation and inevitable unification of the divine masculine and feminine counterpart of my own heart on the earthly plane. The feminine aspect of the divine pair spoke. We shall do it. Planet Earth needs us deeply right now. Our sacred love is the most perfect medicine that the earth is calling for. We must go in divine service to assist in the evolutionary transformation that is occurring there. The masculine counterpart spoke. Beloved, I honour your bravery, but I am not sure I am as brave as you. I don't know if I will actually be able to cope with the illusion of Maya, the illusion of separation. The feminine counterpart spoke. Beloved, I understand your fears, but our creator selves have created a foolproof plan for us to meet up and unite with each other again. God has promised us that our paths will be infused with synchronicity after synchronicity, ever pointing our hearts back unto each other's keeping. When we meet in the third dimension, we will unite and know the deepest joy that humans could ever experience. And our love and our union will create a wormhole, a cosmic stargate that will funnel through the exquisitely recalibrated frequencies that exist within the higher realms of consciousness. All this we shall do and more in eternal divine service to the One. The male counterpart responded, wherever you go, I shall follow you. Wherever you decide to go, I will be with you. And it was decreed. Both beings were shown the highs and the lows, the pitfalls and the crevices that would be overcome and transmuted to eventuate their inevitable reunion. The feminine counterpart reassured her beloved that as she held the keys through her sacred heart and womb to access the higher dimensional field of consciousness, she would work with the subtle planes of reality to ensure the full sovereign protection of her divine masculine counterpart whilst they were both on the earthly plane. The masculine counterpart promised to act as her guardian angel spirit guide, who would impart all of the perfect ascension keys at the perfect time to fully activate energetically their full reunion on earth. The masculine promised that he would be her eternal best friend and consort on all of the higher and lower planes of consciousness, and he would represent a guiding light of protection in her wake wherever she went. The Creator announced, and so it is, you too, my beloved children, who are one soul in two bodies, go forth now and be successful in this mission that we have co-created together. And with that we were born, and the first to be born was the feminine aspect. just really allowing whatever experience came up for you to really, really allow it to open and expand your cells. And your cells are connected to your DNA and your Christ and your holy DNA. And everything that we're speaking about is such a high and holy frequency that connects with our DNA, with our 12, 24 strand DNA. Yeah, so just inviting everyone to, you know, let's just bring our palms together and rub our palms together and really just all of that sacred energy that was gathered, just activate it in our palms, and let's just bring it and give it to ourselves, because you are that beautiful soul who stood at the feet of Mother, Father, God, and God was like, you don't have to do it. God is like, honestly, you don't have to do it. and the Divine Feminine was like, no, look at the state of Earth. Earth is calling for the star seeds. So yeah, that memory popped up from a couple of years ago where I shared that, but I wrote that in 2013. Or probably like 2014, like around that time. And I wrote that when I had my twin soul ascension, because I experienced it. I experienced a twin soul ascension, you know, because I'd had my kundalini awakening when I was 21, and that was like, I was like, woo. And then I had my twin soul ascension in 2013, where my twin soul, you know, he was presented to me on the inner planes of consciousness, and then that completely and utterly activated and triggered all of my pineal gland with all of the codes pertaining to full remembrance of one's multi-dimensionality were fully activated. And so all this like multi-dimensional consciousness like came online, and the remembrance of who I am as an avatar self, as an avatar being, and that through my sacred intention, that's where you navigate your timelines. It's all about timelines. So I'm always going on about timelines, because that is what it's all about. Wherever you focus your intention, that is the timeline you're creating, because you're a master being, you're a creator being. So where are you choosing to focus your... I'm not choosing to focus on whatever I'm not... Do you know what I mean? It's like, be really conscious of that. But this is all connected to this... what's going on with the comments? That's so weird. Whoa, the comments gone weird. Okay, I'll see if I can access what's going on. Leave this page. Leave this page. I better not leave this page. Yeah, so it seems like things. My computer seems to have frozen. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with everybody. That I wrote that, and I had that really at that time when I had my twin soul ascension. Like the level of clarity and sort of insight and downloads that I was getting was so... It was like, oh my God, I was constantly in this absolutely like phenomenal... see, my video's not there. Yeah, I was just like constantly in this phenomenal stream of download of like the highest order, you know. So that's why I want you to read it again. You posted this on your page. Best I've felt in a while. Oh, can I have a copy of that, guys? It's keyed. I can see your comments now, and basically it's pinned to the top of the event is happening group. It's such an important message that Spirit was like, you need to pin that message, because it's very activating. Very activating for our DNA. Because our DNA is one with the remembrance of the sacred union, because it's all about union. Like God is union and truth is union. Truth is union. This divine union, this is an alchemical union that is within and without. It's both. It's not just within, it's within and without, because we are God beings, and so we can create anything we want. So of course we're going to create it without. It's just absolutely ridiculous to think we wouldn't. God beings create whatever we want. We are limitless beings. in it, guys. Who's there? Like, what's going on with the comments? Hello from Germany. Boom shakalaka. That's it. I love all your positivity. I was like it too last year, but now I'm in total opposite. Had kundalini. Oh, I shared it, honey, to the group. Totally ready. Hello, Jen. First to be born was the feminine. Goose pimples. Wow, I got kicked off when my son called. This is so powerful. Trying to reconnect. Crashed. I still felt it through hearing it. It's such a beautiful sound. Yes, it's on the page. Yes, I'm here. It hits deeply. Wow. Oh, I'm so glad to read all your beautiful comments. So yeah, it's, you know, that was the message. I wasn't planning on making a video, but every time I was thinking about that message, I was getting like really powerful goosebumps, and it was a sign from Spirit that I really needed to share that message. So I did that. Seeing, hello, hi Debbie, did you miss the video? I'm yet to meet my twin, but feel him all the time. Okay, wonderful. I find it and read it to my son. Yeah, do you know what? It's like kind of like a story. When I was reading it today, I was like, that could be like a story, a kid's story somehow, for, you know, of a certain age, maybe from 8 up or something. Who knows? Anyway, it's yeah. It's just amazing for me to come across pieces of writing, because as a writer I've brought through so many pieces of paper and scraps of paper, and then because I'm always producing content, I absolutely have no idea what on God's earth I've brought through. So it's so amazing to bring, you know, to suddenly go, wow, oh my God, that is so transforming, you know, and it's really beautiful to be able to share it with you all. So, Bodhisattva hits deeply again, so beautiful, touching, tears again, amazing waves of high energies behind you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Have a copy of it. So yeah, so it's beautiful. So let's talk about it. Now, I think the last lines causes a slight bit of controversy, saying that and the feminine was born first, because, you know, in my case I'm a year older than my actual twin, so in my case it was true, but it wasn't really talking about that. It was talking about the energy of the divine feminine. The energy of the divine feminine had that leader aspect in making that decision to incarnate. Like the masculine was like, I don't know if I'm up for it, it's brutal, like the third dimension, you know, it's brutal, and the divine feminine is like, we're going. So it's much more referring to that energy of the feminine being born first, or making that choice to incarnate first. That's what it really, really refers to. So don't want people to take that literally. And, you know, the bit that really got me was, you know, when the divine masculine speaks, because, you know, in the lucidity of that ascension experience, I was absolutely at one with the divine masculine, like the purest Christed aspect of the divine masculine consciousness as my own twin self. That is universal in all of us. We all hold that blueprint, of that Christic blueprint, you know. And so I got to experience the divine masculine aspects of that, you know, in that gateway of like profound lucidity of my ascension. And it brought me those gifts of insight, you know, of the level of devotion really that the divine masculine does like truly have for the divine feminine. But the issue with the divine masculine is that they have notoriously found this dimension much more challenging than the divine feminine, you know. And so because of that, they've been very easily seduced by the 3D matrix. It's been very easy to seduce them, because they're like soul love, true love on this plane, like you're having a laugh, mate. That's what a lot of the divine masculine think. You're having a laugh on the earth. This is like a SHIT hole, do you know what I mean? They think like on some level, because it's very hard. It's been very hard for the divine masculine. It's been a lot easier for the divine feminine, because like we have the language of emotion, and we also have the language of vulnerability, which makes this journey infinitely more bearable, knowing that like it's completely acceptable, it's socially acceptable for feminines to be vulnerable and to share their vulnerability. So what with all this ridiculous dark bad programming that has been inflicted on the masculine, it's been very, very, very hard for them to be incarnated. And so that is really reflected in the vibration of this writing. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so it's really beautiful to talk about that, you know, like, let's all have really, really massively deep compassion for our brothers. It's been so hard. Do you know what I mean? It's been so hard. It's been hard for all of us. It's been hard for all of us. That's what I think. Like, I just approach my whole entire life from the perspective of, like, you poor soul. Like, no, I don't. But I have compassion for everyone. I'm like, it's so hard for everyone, the fact that our soul chose to incarnate in this realm of such manipulation and forgetfulness. You know, so my intention, wherever I go, whoever I meet, I want to bring light. And I want to bring joy and happiness and service to that person, so that they can feel that this realm isn't shit. That's what I do. 24/7, everywhere I go, I just want to how can I serve you, my brother or sister, to help you see that we are one, and I love you, and you're not alone. It makes me cry. It's really true. I do. Like, everyone, I'm so open-hearted. Literally. Yeah. God, my phone's gone mad. So yeah, that's it. Let's just all have that level of consciousness of like, you know, that journey of our precious souls, and God saying to us, like, you know, yeah, I would love you to go, but, you know, be mindful of what is ahead of you. My feminine side is so damaged. I can't see. It's weird. I can't read any of your comments. My phone's gone. See if I can refresh it. Like, since I've gone online, having like major computer issues, so don't really know what's going on. What about if I do that? Okay, we'll try that. Genuine compassion lights up this world. It's true though, but I want to just inspire everyone to be like that. Like, that's been the point, you know, of my whole mission, is to inspire everyone to be kind. I'm going to cry. It's true. The world needs our kindness. I'm addicted to kindness. I'm addicted to kindness, but I don't take no shit. Finn, I'm making a video, and I'm crying. It's like, everyone, we've all got to become addicted to kindness. We've all got to realise that it's so hard. It's been so hard for all of us. We are precious divine beings of the most purest, highest light, you know, and we're all here in this realm of forgetfulness. So of course, like, we need to be so loving and so gentle with each other, don't we? You know, and that is the thing that inspires me and motivates me to show up in service in the world, is to ignite that. Yeah, to ignite that, because I'm just one person, and I know I make a huge difference. Even if it's a tiny difference, it's a huge difference. And those little flames every single day. Imagine if, like, there was a revolution and everyone did that. It would change the world. And it's like kind to everyone, like really to everyone. Obviously, like, if you're being challenged with your boundaries, that you're being challenged with your boundaries, and I've been challenged with my boundaries, and that's a totally different matter, and I speak a lot about the importance of boundaries. But my really, you know, with that totally 100% in place, I'm addicted to kindness. Yeah. And the thing is, the amazing thing is that it, you know, when you really commit to that path, it actually then nourishes you, and then your vibration just goes, it goes, literally goes through the roof, and you're not even doing it. You don't even realise you're not doing it for any reason, but just that act of just being in that, you know, being in that action of generating that positive love and that positive frequency and that connection, it is, you know, it really, obviously it lifts your vibration massively. Oh my God, just contemplating while the feminine to the lead and jump. Okay, I'm just catching up with messages now, soul fan. There's loads. I love you sharing your softness. Oh, yeah, try and help. Yeah, so that's it. Like, you know, really, if I can inspire one person to really commit to a path of kindness, like 24/7, every single day, like no days off, you know, that's it. That's my highest contentment. And yeah, it's so easy for us to change the world, isn't it? It's so easy for us to change the world. So once you realise the constructs and parameters of the ego, it gets easier to tap in the divine essence, being a divine masculine, interesting subject. Once you realise the constructs and parameters of the ego, I would say your divine feminine is within your being aspect, your being within the silent aspect, within your sensitivity. Your feminine energy is that which is hyper vigilant to tone, the way people speak to you, and any kind of like weirdness with that. Like your divine feminine is so hypersensitive and is clocking everything. That's how you get in touch with your feminine energy, is to prioritize that and to give that aspect a crown, recognise the importance of that, the being aspect, the silent, the listening aspect. Very hard for the masculine to listen, but that's where your mastery lies, is in balance. My heart chakra is strong. It is, yeah, my heart chakra is strong, 100%. And yeah, it's been an interesting journey. I was thinking yesterday, I was like, whoa, man, I've been burning bright. I've been burning bright for a long time, and I'm sure that's good. I hope that is good. It is good. It has been good. But I did acknowledge that yesterday. I was like, anyway. So yeah, just inviting any soul brothers that are listening to come forward and be part of this amazing Divine Masculine Empowerment Zoom group that I'm facilitating next Saturday at 5 o'clock till about 7 o'clock. And it's a Zoom group, so it means we're all going to be able to get to see each other and kind of, you know, connect. And it's going to be an amazing opportunity for you to have a really brand new beginning with birthing your divine masculine Christed self in a conscious rebirth way, that all souls that are on the path of mastery have to experience this initiation, because this is to do with the inception and your conception and your birth. And so to have this rite of passage sets your soul and your entire grid on a very high, extremely high timeline for your life going forward. So it's going to be really deep, powerful shamanic work that we're being called to do, and just having a really open conversation. Like I'm just going to chat. I'll talk about anything. Like, you know, just talk about the truth. Talk about like, you know, it's going to be really confronting this idea of patriarchal programming and identifying that. So that'll be the homework, you know, identifying the ways that patriarchal programming has been, you know, unconsciously running you. And so there's going to be also an opportunity to connect with other brothers in the group through like one-to-ones with other brothers, so that you have that support in your becoming into your most extraordinary magnificence. And you'll have me supporting you both with that. So yeah. Patrick, it's just a platform for your privacy. You can download. Oh yeah, Zoom is like an app, and it takes about 2 minutes to download. And so all the brothers that sign up, I'll just send them a link, like, you know, the day before or whatever, the day before, and also maybe on the day as well. And you just literally click the link and you'll find us in the group. So so that's really, really cool. So that's happening next week. And it's really a big stepping up for me, but I've always just been myself, and I'll always just be myself, and I'm authentic, and whatever's going on for me, I'll just share. So I know that it's all beautiful, whatever's going to transpire in that meeting. I have full faith and confidence in myself. To hold that space for the divine masculine. So that's really, really beautiful and really exciting. And also I've noticed that big shifts are going on with the divine masculine since I've stepped up. Like, for example, my soul brother, one of my soul brothers from 20 years ago, from the whole very, very super conscious rainbow fair that we all went to Hungary, and we all lived like this really alternative rainbow style life. Anyway, you know, that all sort of broke down into some sort of like debauchery, but out of that, this brother contacted me within, like, after I said I'm putting on the Zoom group, and he's like really like come out of this other side into a path of healing and wholeness, and he wants to work with me to work with young people to help empower them. But I thought it was really, really interesting that a brother like is stepping up. So there's something going on, like it really massively feels in alignment, and I'm calling for 33 brothers to be part of this call, and I think we can easily do that. So I guess I'll put the link to book above this video. So yeah, and then Easter transmission, that's going to be amazingly exciting, because we're going to be working so much with the energy of the divine masculine, and we're going to be working with the resurrection, because there is a huge, massive galactic intervention, divine intervention energy going on to assist with the divine masculine to really level up now with the divine feminine. And there's going to be a lot of breakthroughs for a lot of brothers, going to be experiencing real plateaus of Christ consciousness, and activating your Christ codes and your Christic DNA. That's what it's all about, and that's all the work that we're doing together, is the activation of these high and holy DNA strands, which is your true birthright, because you are a divine being created by Mother, Father, God, as am I. We are no AI, we are no artificial intelligence, we are organic, holy, divine beings, like every single one of us, you know. So, but that's all, we've been on this journey of like, woo, 3D, woo, you know, and now it's time to turn on and activate the Christ codes, the Christic codes in our DNA, and that is all the work that we do together is all about that. Just wanted to say that. Right, any more messages? Oh no, it's all frozen. My internet, since I started this video, is so weird. I'll see if I can get it to work. But it's because I can't see your messages, so I just see. But anyway, yeah, that's what's going on, and quite a lot's going on really. The masculine is transmitting already, yes, sister. Yes, lots of wounded men are reaching out for healing. Yes, well said, Josephine. That's what I've noticed. I've noticed a lot of men, brothers, are reaching out to me saying, Jen, I'm open to receive your guidance. I'm open to receive your love, your medicine, sister. And they're saying to me, I would not have been open to receive your medicine 2 weeks ago. Like something shifted. And I'm really noticing this with a lot of brothers. So this is a great, wonderful sign, because part of this toxic masculine programming was this idea that the masculine doesn't need help and it doesn't need support, and it's very ridiculous, because we're pack animals and we each have different skills, and within the community, if there's something that you need to help help with to activate codes of your ascension, then you will go to a guide, you'll go to someone in the community. If you want to learn about yoga, you'll go to yoga. If you want to learn about nutrition, whatever it is that is going to help you with your mastery, you're going to seek that guidance and be humble enough to receive that. And that's what's the shift in with the divine masculine. That's what I'm noticing. Ah, yeah. So this is beautiful. Yes, that resonates. Bliss. Love seeing the name Patrick. Oh, it's Patrick, your DM. That's lovely. Oh, what is a Zoom group? Oh, that's so sweet, Patrick. Oh, I still don't understand really what is a Zoom group. It's an online forum where you can see each other, you know, where you can actually like spit like Skype, but it's like a conference call online. Rock on, beloved DMs. It's so good. Strong forces show me to stand in my power. Giving kindness. Yes, yes. Feminine, strong and vulnerable. Love hearing you on video. Anyone in this beautiful fam in Miami area? Yes, hook up fam. Who is in Miami? Get in touch with Buttercup Lawson Mayer. This is what it's all about. Hook up. Buttercup is in Miami. Yes, exactly. Irina. Pick up on it. Love and kindness fuels my soul. Standing up for your boundaries is still showing love. Yeah, I've been making a lot of videos about boundaries, and the toppest tip I'll remind everyone about boundaries is that your dreams and your goals exist on a high frequency. They're on a high frequency, so you need to check yourself about what you are allowing. And maybe unconsciously you're going to be okay with, you know, maybe a few crumbs, maybe the odd text from someone. Like you haven't set a clear boundary with regards to, you know, what you're calling in with your love life situation. But the minute you realise, I am a goddess, I am a queen, or I am a god, I am a divine being, therefore I will only accept into my field one who recognises and honours me in the recognition of who I am, then that is the only energy that I am allowing into my field. And then once you set that boundary, all of a sudden, it was like the universe was waiting for you to set that boundary, because previously your vibration was not aligned with your heart's desire. And you needed to check yourself, and you needed to shift yourself and own your worth, and realise that this world is not going to give you your worth. This world is going to preach to you a story about your unworthiness. And the only way that you are going to really, really liberate yourself is through claiming your worth and owning it. And as you stand up, claim it and own it, you're doing it for all your generations to come. If you're a woman, you're doing it for your daughters, your granddaughters, all of them. So it's a very powerful, important thing that we're talking about, boundaries. So then, oh God, I just saw someone read comment. Oh God, that put me off. I can't turn it off. Oh, sugar. What was I saying? So basically what I've learned is that when you set your boundaries, then all of a sudden the universe then completely and utterly shifts in order to come into alignment and configuration with your boundary, with your heart's desire. The universe was waiting for your desire. That was the missing link between the universe was waiting for your boundary, and that was the missing link between you and your manifestation, because you hadn't set forth a clear thing about what you were willing to accept and not accept. It's very, very big, very, very important for the divine feminine to receive these codes. And so that is what a perfect example of setting boundaries. And then all of those energies that kind of like were maybe sort of sniffing around you, that weren't really, you know, didn't have any intention to make a commitment to you, they'll just drop off. You have no time for that. We're calling in our divine counterpart, the one that we have come to do this ascension story with, this ascension mission, and he has to come in honourance, and he has to come in respect and in recognition. Yeah. So anyway, that's that. Yeah. So that's about boundaries. It's beautiful. Yeah. set your boundaries, and then the universe completely and utterly conspires to bring you, you know, what your heart's desire, your heart desires. So that's going to be the final mega truth, I think, that I'm going to leave for everyone. But it's really important and really beautiful. So if you've got that in place, and then you're also addicted to kindness, like, you're really in a good place vibrationally, I will say so. So on that note, brothers and sisters, I'm going to leave you all. It's 8:53 in the UK, and it's really an honour to come and share this beautiful time with you. And thank you all for listening to that story that I channeled with my deepest heart. And send you many blessings. I can't, pure love, I can't see any more comments. Sometimes she takes over my mind. Yes, yeah, I've got a weird internet connection going on, but anyway, it's fine. Oh, it's not going to be closed. It's not going to let me close it off. Oh, look, it just did. You're so beautiful and inspiration. Thank you, Jen. I honour you. Oh, that's so lovely. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Yeah. Oh my God, you're amazing. Oh. Yeah, so really important, everyone, going forward, like receiving these important codes about boundaries, and about you know, your higher self wants you to align with your heart's prayers, but if you're willing to accept less than that, then how on earth can the universe bring that to you? You have to set your standards. So that's all of our homework. That's your homework. Set your standards. Tell the universe who you are. I am a queen. I remember who I am. I am a divine being. I'm a Christic being. I'm a Mother, Father, God's child. I am of the bloodline of the holy lineage. We all are. There's no separation. We are all equally divine, all equally holy. And anybody that refutes that has not truly seen their true self. You know, because we are all one, we're all equal. And, you know, people talk about this, that and the other, and hierarchies. And what I will say about hierarchies is I don't see hierarchies in the third dimensional definition. I see hierarchies of spiritual energy as masses, like I, Jen, in this incarnation, am a mass of like that, you know, that energy, say. But I would say like a hierarchy is like a big blob of mass. It's no better. No energy is better than any energy. It's all God. There's nothing that's separate from God. And God is love. And God is the word for everything. And we're all God. So yeah, so may we all remember that, and so claim our worth, because it's your duty. You promised your children. You promised all your loved ones. I did. We all did. That we would remember our worth, and we would state it, and we would claim it. And then watch all the miracles unfold. Watch the timelines that you align with. It's phenomenal. God bless you, darling Jen, as you bless so many. With this unconditional love pouring through you. Oh, Buttercup, you're such a divine being, Buttercup. Buttercup, I've got an idea. Why don't you come to my Avalon retreat? I reckon you're one of the greatest manifestors on this earth. Buttercup, Lawson Mayer. I really want to meet you, Buttercup. Thank you for your teachings. Thank you for saying that. I wouldn't really say I personally wouldn't say they're teachings. I'd say they're reminders. I'm just a reminder. Yes, come on, Buttercup. Buttercup. Check out flights. Avalon is calling. Come and meet your soul sister Jen. Come and chant. Come and sing by the divine waters of Avalon. And chant in the sacred Shekinah ashram. Our soul sisters receive in priestess initiations in this high level temple space of Avalon. Who's coming? I know, you can do this, beloveds. Whoever wants to come, just manifest it. There's still, there's actually 5 places left. So the dates, okay, so the dates are the 24th, 25th, 26th, but we're also going to be spending the 27th together. Paula, why don't you come to my Avalon retreat? My Avalon retreat is really like we're all just like hanging out together. That's how I see it. I do not see myself as separate. I see us all, we're always, in my retreats, we're all, it's like a sister circle. It's absolutely, it's a sister circle. It's so powerful and it's so deep and so beautiful. And I am guiding and facilitating and offering guidance, but we stand and we sit as one. Such an amazing experience. And the feedback, I mean, I sobbed deeply when I received the feedback after my first one, because it was the one where we birthed it, that lineage of work. Because I offer a particular lineage of work that's very, very, very deep, and it's very much connected to the Magdalene Rose line. It's connected to the Cathars. It's connected to that whole massive Mary Magdalene lineage. You know, because that is what I am working with. Like, that is the energy that I am working and embodying, is the Magdalene energy, and I live in Avalon, so that is, I'm absolutely bringing through that very, very pure lineage of the Magdalene teachings, and that is what comes through in my retreats. Super powerful, and it's very connected to the Essene way, the way of the Essenes. It's tribal. It's like proper, deep healing, not like pay loads of money for something that's just going to have a, you know, kind of like a superficial experience and not actually be affected. It's like, you will be changed forever. We all will. We all will. Because that's meeting in truth. So, Magdalene Roseline, yes, that's who I am. That's what I work with. So yeah, so there's two options. There's the option of full residential, and there's the option of non-residential. And so, you know, there's varying price points, but you know, it's in an absolutely amazing retreat centre with full organic meals, vegan meals, such like phenomenal high vibration. There's a temple, it's an activated living temple. They make puja every single day for all the food that they eat. They make blessings to all the gods, to Krishna, particularly Krishna. It's my ashram where I go, and you know, like, this is my spiritual community that we're going to be running this retreat in. It's absolutely amazing. So yeah, so that's that. So that's really exciting. Could get to meet Buttercup. And Easter transmission is on Sunday. Yeah. Oh, that's next Sunday, Easter. That's going to be at 7-Eleven, because 7-Eleven apparently is to do with the sacred geometry of the pyramids. This is what Grace Divine was like, Jen, 7-Eleven is to do with the pyramids, because I always do it at 7-Eleven. So yeah, we're going to stick to 7-Eleven UK time. Which country? Oh, the retreat is in the UK. Yeah. The nearest airport is Bristol Airport. But, you know, saying that, you know, if there's a massive price difference, Heathrow is also acceptable. It's a 2-hour journey, and it, you know, to get here from Heathrow. So yeah, it's really great just to, and so yeah, we've got the Easter transmission. That's going to be really amazing, working with the energy of really supporting the Divine Masculine in this Ascension Gateway. Because what we're doing is we're laying the foundation, and we're laying the spiritual blueprint for the collective in the work that we're being called to do. We're setting this you know, we're the ground crew, we're the crystal ground crew that are working with the high level galactics that are, we're birthing and bringing in this golden era. And so we're the forerunners, and so we're working with on the blueprint level as the ground crew, really high level work. And it's very transforming that when, as earth beings, to come together, super powerful. And when you work with those level of timelines and intentions, it's very, very quick, the shift that will take place for the Divine Masculines, that specifically that we're working with. Because the energy that we're working with is aligned with God, it's aligned with truth. And when you do work that is aligned with God truth, things happen very, very fast. So, why don't you film Avalon and set it as a course? How can you film it? I'm one of the chosen. How can you film it? I don't know. We're going to do yoga. I did my yoga yin training. We're going to do yoga. Oh. Buttercup said, you give so much without receiving. I do give so much, and you know, I have done ever since my spiritual awakening when I was 21. I've always been really super kind, but I don't take no shit. That's the thing. It's a winning combination. Sorry. So it's such a winning combination. Oh, you're so sweet, Buttercup. I think it's better for you to manifest coming, Buttercup. I can see a digression occurring here. I mean, you know, God. Anyway, we're all on this journey, aren't we? And here I am on my journey, and I'll keep on showing up for my brothers and sisters in this way until I'm guided to show up in a different way. So that's all beautiful. So yeah. So thank you all so much for being here. It's turned out to be a really long video, and I kind of didn't want to do a long video, but anyway. Both coming and supporting you. Yes, now what you're talking, sister. It'd be so amazing, Buttercup. Just go to Glastonbury Tour and go and bathe in the White Spring and go to Chalice Garden and go to the Magdalen Chapel. Go to the Glastonbury Abbey where there's King Arthur's grave. Well, it's his tombstone. Very, very, very powerful spot. And there's also the thorn tree where Joseph of Arimathea planted his staff at the time of Jesus, which connects Jesus to Avalon. Yeah, it's a retreat. It's like a retreat for your soul. Like, we've all been through so much. We deserve retreats. I just did a retreat. I did a yoga teacher retreat. It was the best thing I've done in about 5 years. Just to give myself that time and space and not have to think about worrying about any emails, blah, 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 this, that and the other. I could just give that time to me and learning and being open to be in the presence of these amazing guides. These teachers that I worked with were so sublime. And it was just so amazing to be in their presence. But that for me, that was everything. That was the healing and the nourishment. Because we need it in these times. Dragon's lineage, wish I could go. You can go, like anyone can manifest anything. There's no limits to anything that you feel in your heart. There's no limits. So the only limit is what you say. And that comes from the 3D program matrix. Personally, I freed myself from the 3D matrix a long time ago. So I would invite you to do the same. Oh, Dolores, you bring joy to my heart, sister. You have such a strong, beautiful energy that I cherish. Yeah, it's been a big day on the old group. Oh my God, I don't know what happened, but I woke up to this email from this lady saying that one of my moderators had said that if anyone swears in my group, they're going to get banned. And she was like going, oh, blah, 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 I think I'm going to leave the group. And then I was then like, you know, I wrote this whole post about the guidelines, the guidance that Spirit had always given me about the group and about the whole swearing thing. And like, you know, I don't know how many people got blocked, but like people just wanting to have an argument and, you know, question these guidelines. And it's been a really interesting day, not super fun, But having running this group, I do have days like this. I do have days like this, and it's that thing about being really clear about my boundaries and really clear about my guidelines, which I have been since day one of the creation of the group. And to be perfectly honest with you, not one single thing has changed since the moment I created this group. It was obvious to me. Spirit said to me very clearly exactly what the guidelines are, and they have not deviated from the first second of the conception of this group. There's not been, there wasn't even one when I was like, I changed that. No, every single thing was impeccable guidance from Great Spirit, because they said to me, you are creating a new paradigm, fifth dimensional, high level temple forum. This is, no one has ever experienced this. This is a truly, truly held and guarded space on a vibration and frequency level. And they were like, in order for that to maintain, because we had to create that, to create a field of transformation that has happened for thousands and thousands and thousands of members in the group have been catalyzed with their spiritual ascension from being in that held field, and so but obviously like it's not really a super popular guideline with everyone, and then you're gonna have that thing where it comes back. So it's been one of those days. But I would never ever deviate. I would never ever change my guidelines, because the whole thing was like my spirit team were like, you wouldn't go into a really beautiful sacred temple that has taken thousands of years to build, and it's a beautiful temple, because that's what actually we've created here. This is galactic, this is ancient, this is deeply old temple space. You wouldn't go into an exquisite temple and start shouting F words and shit words, and you just wouldn't. You wouldn't, because you enter into that space with a vibration of respect and reverence to the members. You can say what the F you like outside the gates. No one's stopping you from speaking however you want. But it's when you come into that space, that is what the guidelines are. That is the invitation to create this beautiful, pristine vibration. And that's what, and it has never ever changed. It's never ever changed. I never ever accepted swear words, and I'm really happy that my moderators have been very supportive, except for one, no names mentioned, but except for one moderator, and that's a big thing when a moderator is pushing, the hint, and anyway, but no way, I would never ever ever change that. And then people, and I do say to people, like, everybody is empowered to create a group. Everybody is empowered to call together a tribe based on who they are and who their vibration is. Like, I never had any plans or intentions to create that I was going to run a big Facebook group. I never had a clue, except for one day I was sitting at my computer, and I just went create, and I was like, I don't know what to call it. I'll call it The Event Is Happening. I had no idea I was going to create that group. It was totally unpremeditated. And so anyone can do that. So everyone that has an issue, I truly, truly wish to invite you and empower you, not in a horrible way, in a really lovely way, that anybody can create their own sacred forum or unsacred forum, whatever forum you want, So, yeah. That's it. So I just wanted to share. It's been quite a sort of semi-dramatic day in the group. One of my other moderators got really upset because he never ever said that anyone would get banned. He never ever said that, and that was everything was all taken out of context. So anyway, I just want to share with everyone that that's why I adhere to those guidelines, because they work. And this is probably the fastest growing group on Facebook and the fastest growing movement on Facebook, and there's a reason for that, and it's because of these clear guidelines that make it such a beautiful and safe container for everyone to expand into their positive vibration and magnificence. So that's it. That's it, brothers and sisters. That's my message. So I look forward to seeing whoever's going to be there in the Avalon retreat. There's 4 places left. Not many places left, but there's still places for the non-residential. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Namaste, and have an absolutely amazing day, evening, wherever you are in the world. And I send you so much love, brothers and sisters. Namaste. Mwah.